Goons, listen. All right, it's just me. It's just me, myself, and I. Cody Ray's out. Nick's out. Taylor's out right now. It's just me, but we have a very, very exciting episode. When these comedy shows happen, if you're listening to this right now, later on, November 17th, today, 8 o'clock is the doors. No, 7 o'clock's the doors. See, I'm already nervous, guys. It's okay. It's fine. 7 o'clock doors. 8 o'clock is the show. I am going to be hosting my very first comedy show. And it's fucking terrifying because I've never done stand-up before, and I'm in a very vulnerable spot with a lot of people that I love. They're going to be seeing me probably potentially bomb it, you included if you're listening and you're heading to it. But these shows that we're going to be doing the day of the comedy show is going to be based off of the show actually at the comedy show. So this episode alone is going to have Mat Roca, dudes from the regular scheduled program. He's fucking hilarious. We just had him on not too long ago, and he absolutely killed it. He's a great time. He's a dude that grew up in the sticks from Fremont, and he truthfully has stories that'll blow you away. And I'm excited for his part because he just started in comedy, and I'm really excited to see what he has to do. And then we have Bill Squire on later. Now, let me give you some context on this one. You're going to want to stick around to the end of this episode to listen to the Bill Squire episodes because we gave this man a Zen. I gave the man a Zen. I fucked up. Here's my problem. I'm a bad influence, okay? I like to put on people that I like, and I might not like the best of things. And I like Zen, so I gave him a Zen. What happened to him? I'd probably say about 90 seconds later, he started hiccuping. He started having the Zen-ups. I found out what those are called, Zen-ups, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Come to find out, you get hiccups from Zens if you're not used to them, and he got smoked. It was terrible. It was hilarious. It was fucking funny. We had to take some shots just to recover from it. This episode is exactly what you're going to get at Moonshine Nightclub, but it's now called Moonshine Comedy Club for our night. We have to say Moonshine Nightclub so y'all know where the fuck you're going because some people in Fremont get lost. We don't want you going to Walmart, straddling around there, having fun, and driving up and down 20 like you guys did in 1980. Like I said in my promo, gas is expensive, guys. You guys can't do that shit no more. But I want to take a couple minutes, let you guys know that I'm extremely excited to see you guys tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing all my faces. That I will give you all kisses. I'll give you all smooches. Everybody's getting a smooch on the lips except Mom. I don't kiss you anymore, Mom. That was back in the day. Not now. I'm a grown-ass man. Grandma, if you're there, I'll give you a kiss. And so I want to really lock down on talking with these guys in a sense on this episode about the cool shit that is to come because we have more shows coming up in December, January, February, March, and every single month we're going to have an episode coming up. And that means that this first one's got a bang, all right? So Fremont, all the local areas, Cleveland, Detroit, Toledo, the weather's nice, and you got nothing else better to do, and there's some banger shit going on. Bill Squire is going to run his whole stand-up special. Matt's going to have 25 minutes of new material, and these two dudes kill the shit. Bill was even putting a preference later. You'll hear it. I'll spill it a little bit. His jokes get dicey. His jokes get real dicey. Some people are going to leave there going, I don't know if he should have said that. Shut up and mind your business, okay? Because it's fun. It's all in comedy, and it's going to be a great time. Don't get offended. Don't have, don't, please God, Jesus. I'm going to say this right now on the pre-show. I swear on my mother, if we have somebody in there that gets offended, especially in Fremont, I'll throw you off the top floor. I'll throw you off the top floor. Ain't no reason for it. Because we got good comedy coming to Fremont. Now, guys, this episode is going to be a little longer, and it's all right. Stick together. Listen to it. Enjoy this. Thank you guys for supporting us, supporting me, and I will catch you guys I'll catch you guys later night, yeah, because the show, November 17th, the comedy show at Moonshine Comedy Club, where tickets are still being sold. A little over 50% is being sold right now. And a potential second show. It's really fucking hard to differentiate between episodes and shows now, trying to do all this shit. But we got it. We're going to get it figured out. You're going to learn with us, okay? Now, here's the rest of the episode, you guys. Cheers. See you guys tonight at the Moonshine Comedy Club. Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first guest on this one, it is the middle guy in the show. But I'm going to tell you what, he's going to pack a punch just as much as anybody you will see at these shows, okay? He's a local. He's a co-host of the regular scheduled program, one of the homies. Mat Roca, everybody.
My dude.
And nobody else is here. It's just me. All the goons are gone, but I'm going to say round of applause. Hey, there you go. Round of applause. Yeah, you clap back there. There you go. Round of applause. There
That's my son.
Yeah, that's my son. That's my son. What's up, man? How are you?
Not bad, man. Just chilling.
Hell yeah.
Fucking big Browns W today,
Dude,
man. Super hyped
massive.
about that.
I took the jersey off. Not a fan. We watched it down here. We had 2 TVs there. This episode's gonna have everybody on the show, and we had Bill beforehand. Some scheduling issues that happened.
Yeah.
And so we were watching the show, and I'm like, yeah, I already wore like the second part of this. Like I have Bengal pattern fucking super short Muay Thai shorts.
Oh shit.
I have a fucking jersey on, and the first you see, it's just all black, just stuff like, oh yeah, clearly they lost. Before you go to watch it, like, oh maybe there's hope. Nah, dude, we lost.
Depression. Just depression.
Sadness.
Well, dude, I mean, you can't be too upset. CJ Stroud's been playing out of his fucking mind.
The fact that they said like it was in the fact of the first half of the second game and the last half of the last game, he had a total of like 530 yards or something like that, and 5 touchdowns. It's like Ohio State's finally like happy about something that they actually released a quarterback into the league, and he actually produced something that wasn't dog shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it actually gives me pride to be a Buckeye when they talk about shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
Even though it's 1 out of like 40, you're like, all right,
yeah,
we got the one.
Yeah,
we got the one.
We got the one. That's all that matters, brother.
I love it. So okay. We were like, what, like maybe 2 minutes into this?
Yeah.
I think we need to squash this beef. I think we immediately need to address what has happened.
Yes.
I mentioned it to you before the pod, but when this podcast first started off, there was a lot of heat. There was another podcast in Fremont at the time that had good traction, was working hard, was doing great, and I loved them. I became friends with one of the co-hosts. Then I met the other 2 co-hosts. I ended up going on the pod once. Thought it was great. I loved how crazy they were. I started my own thing. And then out of nowhere, some fucking fists, some goddamn fire started coming.
We were throwing mad shots at you guys, dude.
Oh, you know how hurtful it was to be a fan?
You gotta understand though, dude. For me personally, I wanted Travis to be a part of the program, and I know.
Oh, really?
There was talks of it. We were throwing ideas around. We were fucking hammered every time we hung out. Every fucking time, dude. I'm talking like every time you and I hung out, it was bad.
Oh yeah, we throw them down. Yeah.
Oh, dude, terrible. So you guys come out, and there was a part. A little snootiness on my end where I'm like, fucking Travis sounds like me, dude. Like, what the fuck? He's like, he's doing my shtick. Then you and I talk it out. We realize we're into the same shit. We're doing the same fucking type of comedy. That's our shit. So
yeah. Oh, it was never aired on here because we were trying to like decide in house. We're like, do we entertain what's going on?
Yeah.
Do we let it ride? What do we do? And I was like, no, man, because I was kind of, I was like, I don't want to shoot shots back. I don't know. I don't even know if it's at me because this was like a 2-3 week process of shots just growing.
We were being straight dickheads, dude.
The first 2, there was some shots, and I was like,
from my brother. No,
the crew was involved. Nobody's fucking innocent in this.
No. I set my shots, but I'm saying like the real hard shit, like. Dude, love my brother to death. The most cynical dickhead you'll ever meet in your whole life. Just a straight fucking asshole whenever he wants to be. Dude. So you have to pull that wild hair out of his ass every now and again.
And like him saying the shit, like whatever was said was what it was.
Yeah.
For the first couple weeks. And then came the episode where you guys got fucking hammered. Where you guys got, and I could tell from the rip that Matt's feeling a certain way.
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, he's laughing, he's got these giggles, he can't stop giggling.
Yep.
He's got these beers, and then I heard the fucking actual shot, the shot that anybody that was listening that had any curiosity, it tied all when he grabbed the can and went. Shout out to the old heads listening. And goes, let's get it cracking, and I went. No.
It was the alcohol.
I was like, no, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. No, that's my thing I say. I was like, no. It was, but it did get cleared out.
Oh, yeah.
Backstage, of course. It was like, it was all discussed and everything. It did take a little bit of time because it was, some adversity was there.
Absolutely. But that's the thing, dude, is like, we were solid before all that shit went down. So like, it was easy to clear up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like, yeah, we were being complete fucking dickheads. And I will say on air to everybody and to you, I apologize for that because we were cocksuckers. It was bad, dude. It was bad.
It was such a good roast half the time, though. I was like, it was such a shitty, like, only to me roast. And I'm like, fuck.
But that's what I felt bad about because when you came back and were like, dude, you were making me laugh at how you were roasting me. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Like,
I was hoping the third week you went hard?
I'm like, dude, I was hoping to piss you off. I didn't want to make you laugh at it.
I was like kind of giving compliments. I remember that because I was like, this was kind of funny. Like, I think it was to me, but it was funny. And then the last one, I was just gone for like a month. And it was like, we were still in a fantasy league together and shit.
I know.
And I was so distant. I was like, man, fuck everything that has to do with this shit. I'm heartbroken. I can't believe my friends just want to shit on me like this.
But I feel like that's how you know you're true friends, though.
100%.
When like you can just shit on each other and then come and do shit like this.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%. And I was like, even after that was a fact of talking with you guys about wanting to do more with the regular scheduled program.
For sure.
Which, if you want to talk small ball on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's as of right now, I'll say it's still on a hiatus. I mean, it sucks because Fish is a dad. Mike is a dad. I'm a dad. We're coaching teams. You know, we have full-time careers. It's so fucking tough to even try to pin down a day to even just sit down and shoot the shit with each other.
Right.
Because usually the only time we're together is when, I mean,
family events and such like that.
Yeah, like fucking sports games or
Bust
whatever.
out the mic at the picnic table
Seriously,
at the family
offend
cookout.
everybody. Like, just piss the whole fucking family off.
We have some business we have to attend to.
Yeah. Super fucked up shit, man.
I hope that someday the schedule's gonna line back because you guys had it and you guys are really, really funny. But like at the same time, everybody here as well. I mean, you can tell I'm the only one in the studio with the goons. There's so much going on in everybody else's life. It's hard to construct. Yeah. And being the regular scheduled program that was so unscheduled, it wasn't even funny. To where you had no idea when you guys are actually gonna record. And like, fuck it, let's wing it on Sunday night.
Spicy little drops every now and again, man. And then you promote for one fucking day. Yeah. And then it was just like, all right, we'll see you in a month.
And then you put up like 30 memes on Facebook, just all the funniest shit. One post of your episodes, like, hey guys, we actually have a podcast. If you want to listen to this?
Yeah. Well, that was where we got most of the traffic and shit from, bro.
Oh yeah, what was
the memes?
The number one was the Tony Romo pissing themselves, wasn't it?
Yeah, dude. So funny how that all worked around. Go sit the fuck down. No, I'm just playing. I was yelling at my kid during that.
He's just like crawling over here.
I know.
He can't say a word. He gets a sentence at the end of it if he doesn't say a single word.
Yes. Keep it quiet. Sit down. Chill.
Yep.
Anyways, Tony Romo, piss pants.
Piss pants.
Piss pants. So I'm sitting there. I get a text from my cousin. And I wish I could give him a shout out on this, but he specifically asked to remain anonymous because of his job.
Okay.
So he immediately gets a hold of me and he's like, dude, did you see the piss spot on Tony Romo's pants during the Super Bowl? And I'm like, what? No. Sends me a picture of it. I post it. Dude, we posted it before Barstool, before fucking all those like funny sports sites, all that shit. We posted it before them, dude. And we had like, within 24 hours, we had like 100 and some thousand shares or some shit. And I could have that number completely wrong, but I know we hit over 5 million people with that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, plays started going up. We were riding fucking hard, dude. And then scheduling, brother.
Unscheduled program, for
unscheduled program. That was the pun of it. We didn't know
it was such a good pun to it.
Yeah, dude. So
I hated it because of being a fan of it, but I was like, it fucking works.
Dude, I would get shit all the time. When the fuck's the next episode? I had people stopping me in the grocery store. People that I had no idea listened. Dude, when's the next episode? I'm like, I don't fucking know. You tell me.
Right.
Like, you got to let me know.
Well, no, and with you getting into comedy, because you've done 2 shows, right?
Yeah.
You've done 2 shows at the fire department fundraiser. Is that what?
Yeah. So
charity.
Basically, it's a volunteer fire department in Green Springs.
Okay.
My buddy's like the president, fucking lieutenant, sexy fireman guy. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he is, but he's like the head
calendar
guy
sticky. I can tell.
Yeah, dude, for sure. And so he got a hold of me. He's like, hey, dude, we got comedy night going on. You're like the funniest fucking dude I know. You want to get on this? I'm like, dude, dream come true. Right. Let's run it. You know. So I do it. Next thing I know, he's telling me, yeah, there's about 500 to 600 people that usually show up. I'm like, fucking what?
First time.
Like what? And he's like,
hell yeah.
He's like, can you run like 15? I'm like, yeah, I'll run 15. He's like, all right, dude, next week, you run 20? I'm like, yeah, I can run 20. Then he's like, you think you could do a half? I'm like, fucking capping me off at 25, bro. That's it. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it.
First time is crazy
Yeah,
to get
dude.
an attendance like that and not know how any of that's going to roll. And the fact that it's local is okay.
It's local, but at the same time, it's such a different demographic for what I'm used to comedy-wise.
Yeah.
Going to Green Springs where everyone's like, dude, fucking Trump, brother. And I'm over here like, fucking, what's up, cuz? May Street, homie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, total different fucking vibe, bro. So I go out there.
You start talking about one struggle on Main Street, and they go, I've never dealt with such a thing.
No, that's the crazy part, brother. I literally said, I'm from May Street, and the fucking crowd went crazy.
Yeah.
And then I said, do you know what May Street smells like? I'm like, it's the fucking river, the sauerkraut factory, and crack smoke. I'm like, that smells like a tough childhood.
Right. Yeah.
This lady's like, I used to spend so much time down on May Street. I'm like, you smoked crack in the 90s. Like, 100%. Like, your husband has a FUBU jersey somewhere, like, and still wears it. Like, 100%, dude. But yeah.
I love that. Well, and that's what I loved about your whole ordeal in comedy when I watched the set was, for one, it's relatable to me, and I didn't grow up on May Street, but I grew up a little bit down, and I had friends that were on May Street. I was at May Street a little bit, and just learning like some of the things, and this is what the best part about you, especially in the local, the people that don't know about May Street, the people that don't know what it used to be.
Oh, yeah.
And how wild you could be back in the day, just in general, like the concept of like, we could run around with BB guns in the neighborhood and it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Like even in my neighborhood, but now if somebody ran around with a BB gun, they'd be in a lot of trouble.
100%.
It'd be in so much trouble.
Yeah.
Now, May Street, you think about that logic back then. Now you think about like real serious shit that just got away. I watched it. I'm not gonna say this part. I got a spot after you get off. I'm gonna tell my May Street story for sure. But anything could happen on there. There was drug busts going on in Fremont, and 3 houses of them were May Street.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, you had like a list of 10, and 3 of them were on one street in this town.
Yeah, dude.
So hearing your spiel of that growing up there, and then also taking into where you come from and all of that, I'm very excited to see your new material. But also, I can't wait to hear you make fun fire puns again.
No, dude, yeah, for sure.
No,
I love the fire department shows, dude. I do. I just had an old lady stop me. I shouldn't say old lady, but I had a lady stop me the other day, and she's like, "Are you doing those Green Springs Fire Department shows still?" I'm like, "Well, I'm not doing the one in November." I'm like, "But there's other ones that I'll probably be a part of." And she's like, "That's the only reason why I go." And I'm like, "There's no way you find my type of comedy funny."
Old lady.
There's
Does
no
she have
way.
a mullet?
No, she didn't have a mullet.
God bless.
Pretty close. It was slick back. It was like that slick back 90s mom's hair.
Maybe there's one woman that showed up at Copper Whale
Yeah.
every time, and she was just down and gritty the whole time. And I'm like, dude, she be sucking cigarettes down, bro.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, this is definitely, anybody that has dirty comedy is definitely up the alley of this one.
Well, you can point those people out from a mile away. Just by their voice, because like when they're talking to you, like, "Oh, you're a real funny kid." It's like, "Oh, you get it.
You
like,
breathe off
understand
Newport.
It. Yeah,
that's all that is.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, you look the way Marlboros smell. Like, it's not. You know what I mean? Yeah,
the Camel commercials were the ones that you would wake up to when you were taking a nap back in the day.
Dude.
Like, yeah.
Joe Camel. Fuck.
Joe Camel, my favorite commercial.
Oh shit! I always think about those infomercials you'd wake up to when like it was like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
and it was like monster ballads. Do you remember those?
Yes,
It was like all like the fucking butt rock and like 80s hair metal. Dude, being 30 years old now, I'm like, those were fire, dude.
Albums are
Those
absolutely
fire.
iconic.
I'm like, dude, why the fuck? I should have paid the $19.95.
Dude, honestly, you look
Like-
back at it and you're like, man, I could have just flat out had every song that I listen to already right now just on CD form and
For
just
sure.
kept that from the year prior. Actually, speaking of like the year prior, did you know Black Eyed Peas?
Yeah.
Did you know that what the original Let's Get It Started was?
It was Let's Get Retarded.
It was.
I was old enough to
You're the only person.
Yeah.
You were the only person that I've ever asked that already knew that. I have the original CD with it, and it says "Let's Get Retarded."
Dude, do you know the Black Eyed Peas were hard as fuck before they let Fergie come in?
No shit.
Dude, they were like straight boom bap, backpack rap type shit, dude.
I can vision it.
Yeah.
I've never heard it, of course, but I could vision that that's
dude.
exactly the way that they went down.
Then they let Fergie in, and she like fucking pisses her pants on
Just
stage.
tries
and
to
shit.
hit harmonies
Yeah,
nonstop.
yeah, dude. Like, I hate that bitch. I hate Fergie, dude. Not as much as I hate Lizzo, but I hate Fergie too.
Why do you hate Lizzo?
She's a fat bitch. like, look. Excuse me. There's a deep hatred for Lizzo.
It's the only answer you got.
Dude, like,
That rolled off the tongue, too.
Look, I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
I am not a small person by any means, but I don't condone promoting heart disease.
Jesus.
Like, you love your body, and that's fucking great.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
But get off Instagram. I don't want to see it.
Nah.
I don't want to fucking see it.
Yeah, okay.
Like, that's my take on the whole Lizzo thing. And
so you're not a fan of these higher size models now? Like Sports Illustrated models?
No, thick bitches are dope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thick bitches are dope.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm following.
I just don't think Grimace is sexy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's the only thing. I'm sorry.
Never gonna not see her as Grimace now. God damn it! Even when I'm in late at night on fucking.
No more pulling at the Grimace no more, man. You know?
No more polling. No more polling, dude. This kid's like, God damn it, no.
Oh, dude, no. This is everyday life.
This
bro.
is a scary thing to look at, dude. I know it's in the back. I know you to a decent amount.
Yeah.
I've hung out with you in the dirty and the clean.
Oh, yeah.
And for a spawn of you to be in front of me right now is terrifying.
Dude, he's 10 times funnier than he's 8 years old and he understands comedic timing. It's
I imagine.
the craziest shit.
And that's one of the things to kind of go back to the comedy stuff. There's a reason why, pull the curtain back, I said that I want you to be one of the regulars in Fremont. Because, I know that people are listening to this and they're kind of like sitting here like, oh, who's Mat Roca?
Yeah.
Like, oh, this guy's good. This guy's really good. He knows his shit. And, we've been around a lot of comedy with the Cleveland, with the comedy contest and everything like that lately. And I still want to, not only just because it's hometown, but I want to bring you in because I know that. And if I'm speaking for you on this, kick me in the ass. Yeah. You need somebody to kick you into that spot.
Oh, dude, it's such a tough spot to be in because living in Fremont, having the career, it's the same story as the program. Like, there's only so many opportunities, and I will say, since you've been promoting, the opportunities are crawling out of the fucking woodwork.
Nice.
I mean, there's so many people. And obviously that's stuff we can talk off camera too, because there's been people that have reached out to me about you. I sent you the text over that, but it's such a dope ass thing to be able to work with hometown people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have the opportunity to get in Fremont until you started bringing the shit to Fremont. So. And kick me in the ass if I'm dick riding a little bit here, but I mean, without you, a lot of this shit doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You know, so just the fact that you're even fucking kicking that door open to be like, hey, there's some funny motherfuckers around here and we're going to showcase that. That's awesome.
And it's one of the things we've had this for almost 3 years, and we've done the Boogered bets, or not Boogered bets, the Boogered ball, the wiffle ball tournament that we had, just to put something into the town, see how it reciprocated. A couple teams came and it was cool. It was a really fun time. I didn't play it. I just recorded the whole thing.
Okay.
Then we went and we did the golf scramble, and in the golf scramble we had an almost sellout event, and that was a year after Boogered ball, and I'm like, okay. Of course, it's golf scramble. People can just join in, but they realize we host stuff and we do it well, and the work ethic that we put in all this stuff as well. And I was sitting with the guys, and I was like, we've had this idea for a while, but I was like, guys, let's fucking hit this hard now. Let's shoot some business with some places around here that'll definitely do it. And I know that Moonshine Nightclub just tried to do it. There was a promotion problem going on there, and I was like, guys, we can get in here and help them out, help us out. For sure,
dude.
We could put something into Fremont that is super, super sick and get really good names. Like, there's one guy that if he comes back around this area a little bit, I'm going to make it work. And I can't wait for Fremont to have him. But there's big names already being in talks to coming into Fremont.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That never would have thought to come into Fremont.
Hell yeah.
So doing all that shit feels good on my back just because
absolutely.
We're proud to be from 409. We're proud to be from Fremont.
Well, dude, this place, a lot of people shit on it. A lot of people that leave and a lot of people who, want to get out will shit on this area. And it's like, dude, we're different motherfuckers here, dude.
100%.
You literally have the mix of everything here.
Yeah.
And Yeah, dude, small town sucks sometimes. It does. But like, fuck, man. We're culture. Like we have our own little culture here. That's fucking awesome, dude. And I'm proud as shit to be Fremont, May Street, 419, 43420. Like, you
Right,
know,
right, right,
you know
right,
what I mean?
right.
Like, I'm proud as shit of that, man, because without that, I mean, I'm not who the fuck I am.
Your characteristic is built from where you were
Oh,
developed, and that's a lot of
absolutely.
people's things, but it's different when it comes to like one of the towns like where we grew up at.
Yep.
Because it's like you could just grow up and just go through school and just continue, but
Yep.
without every like your day at school was the least eventful at times.
100%.
And you're with a lot
Yeah.
of kids. When you go home, that's when everything is happening.
Yep.
And you're like, why is that a thing? Because it should definitely be something about, all these kids
Yeah.
at school, all these classes. Nah, dude. Wait till I get home and then I get out of the house. I know we have a 10-on-10 football game and somebody breaks their
Yes.
fucking leg because somebody just got hit through the fence.
And you still talk about it until you're in your fucking 30s. Where it's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
dude,
100%.
you remember when fucking Chris broke his leg?
100%.
Like, it's the craziest shit ever, man.
100%.
That's sorry to cut
You
you
go,
off there.
go.
That's why I'm so thankful to really be, in this position and shit, because I really did grow up around some funny motherfuckers, dude. Because the situation of May Street, like you could have just been sad and depressed.
100%.
You could have fucking went left with everybody else, but dude, like my dad was like the funniest motherfucker alive, dude. Like
Right.
I swear to God, well, he's dead now, but
Jesus Christ. I know this, god damn it.
I said he was the funniest motherfucker alive, and I'm like, oh no, shit, no, dad's definitely dead, half orphan for sure. But no, dude, he was so goddamn funny. Like, and you walk outside and you see shit. So he didn't shelter us from anything.
Yeah.
It was like, no, this is real fucking life.
Yeah.
That's why you stay away from it. That's why you see it, And then having my brother and Fish around, dude, it was like, I knew what the fuck everything was before I was 10 years old.
Right.
I'm like,
And that was another thing, and we got to get into a section on this pod.
Yeah.
But another thing though, being friends with you and hanging out a little bit, I always hear the stories of your dad, and I always hear the story continue on with him.
yeah.
And it's one of those characteristics in a person, especially like dead or alive, but especially if your parent passes and you continuously talk like
Oh, yeah.
that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like that person is going to grow and form themselves more into that person, and it's going to be for the better because of how highly other people thought of that person.
Oh, for sure, dude. He was like literally the savior of May Street. Like it wasn't like he was just mine and
You mean to
Mike's
tell me
dad.
your dad saved the hood, dude?
Oh, bro, listen, it was to the point to where my dad was able to call my mom and dad were able to call other kids off of school because the school knew that their parents were like non-existent. Like, dude, it was fucking
Damn,
crazy.
for real?
Dude, they fed everybody. We were homeless when I was in second grade, moved to Clyde for the summer to live with my aunt, and within a week, there was like 4 kids taken away by CPS after we had to leave.
No shit.
Oh, dude,
bro.
it's fucking insane, bro. Like my dad was a OG.
That's crazy.
It was insane. He
What did he do?
was a hustler, dude.
Damn, for real?
He was
And
just a
even
hustler,
that?
bro. Yeah.
No, that's so...
He was the guy. He always had this saying, by hook or crook.
Okay.
Like by hook or crook.
Yeah,
He was gonna make sure we were good. But he was the guy who showed up to your door when you didn't pay. That was my dad's thing. So, I mean, we ain't got much.
No,
food
we
to
ain't got to
eat.
go any farther.
Yeah. But like growing
People got imagination.
for sure. But like, growing up, like we didn't have much food to eat or nothing like that. Like we ate what was there. But we had brand new PlayStations because sometimes it was collateral. Like
That's fuck.
it was the craziest shit.
That
bro.
all trickles back down to the stories of May Street.
Yeah.
And like how people like don't understand how crazy some of that shit was.
It was insane, bro. It was the Wild Wild West in the 90s.
Literally.
Like it really was, dude. I think Columbus Dispatch called it the crack capital of Ohio. Like in like
May Street.
Fremont.
Okay, I was like, you were saying a street in Ohio.
May Street was the epicenter.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Yeah, it was insane, man.
That's nuts. All right, so in the pod, at the end of it, we have guests on. We have cracking questions that the fans ask us.
Yeah.
But whenever we have guests on, we don't give them any heads up. We basically throw it right at their heads, dirty, clean, anywhere in between.
That's the shit I love.
What is your cracking question?
My cracking question. What it smell like? This is the first thing off my head. I mean, just right off the top, dude. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Dude.
What does it smell like?
It smells like something that is desperate for some hot water.
I don't know what the fuck that means, but I like it.
Bro. But I got a funny bit that I had, and it's real shit. I wear shorts to bed. I don't wear no underwear. I wear shorts. Is that how you sleep?
Nah, I'm straight boxers.
Okay, so you wear boxers.
Titties
How
out.
often do you wear your, like, when you wear the boxers to bed? How many nights in a row do you wear them in bed?
Oh, dude, I'm a straight up germaphobe. Like,
so
I'm
it's just one and
clean.
done?
Bro, if I sweat too much at work,
Mm-hmm.
like the first thing I'm doing when I get home is shower. Like, I can't. Yeah, dude, it's bad.
You-
Like, my girl's dude, she gets so pissed because she does so much laundry. It's
Oh my
so
God.
bad, dude.
You want to know, if you had to guess, so I wear shorts. If you had to guess how many days, I'll give you the principle of it, days. How many days do you think it takes to?
Well, see, shorts are different though.
Mm-hmm.
Shorts are way different, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You're going 2
days?
2 days. You're going a full week. You're going a full week. Travis, how long are you wearing these shorts, bro?
Bro, I have worn these shorts, and I don't even think about it. I just go to bed. I put them on before I go to bed. It's like the last thing I do. And I sat down on the couch, and I went,
Ooh, smell it, but
it's like, the fuck was that smell, bro?
what that smell like?
I smelled it. I look at my wife. I thought it was her feet. I was like, "Hey, baby, you might want to wash them feet." And she's like, "I just took a shower." And I was like, "What?" And I went to get up, and I went,
That's my ass.
dude, it's a mixture of night farts and
Oh, those are the worst, man.
they's not good, dude.
I got IBS, so I can't trust night farts. I'll shit. Like, I haven't had a solid shit in like 15 years, bro. Straight up. Like, it's a problem.
Pissing, bro?
I can shit on command.
What?
Oh, 100%. I can shit right now. Straight piss out of my ass.
That's unbelievable. That's
I
wild.
probably have the tightest asshole this side of the Mississippi, dude.
You just
Straight
got that
up.
shit gripped up, ready
Straight
to
up,
go.
dude.
You was
I
a little
fart.
lucid.
I fart and it sounds like a dog whistle.
Dude,
I'm totally kidding.
Dude,
No,
I'm like,
it's
please
terrible
fart.
though.
If you can come in as a poop, come in as a
no,
fart. I'm
no.
trying to hear this thing go.
That's the issue, bro. That's the issue. Yeah, the fucking dogs in the neighborhood be like, "Arr."
It's just your asshole reaching out to them.
Dude, that's the issue. Is like sometimes I can't differentiate fart from shit
That's
because shit
fucked
will
up,
come out.
bro.
Yeah, I got diverticulitis, so I can't have like stuff with skins on it. You know how fucked up that is to be.
What does that mean?
So like, I have these little pockets in my intestines where food will get caught and then essentially just rot. And then it fills my stomach with infection. So last year is when I found this shit out. I'm laying on the couch like 3 days just fucked up. I'm talking fever, sweats, like just terrible. My girl comes home, makes me go to the ER. They tell me, they're like, "You're lucky you came here when you did. We would have been life flighting you to Toledo. You're either getting a colostomy bag or half of your intestines removed."
Damn.
Yeah, bro. So growing up, dad's Latino. I'm used to beans and fucking corn and all that. I can't have none of that shit no more.
No.
Half of my diet's fucked.
All skin. So,
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
It's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
I guess this is the last question I want to ask you. What's the one thing you miss the most?
Just
get sad here. Bring you down a little bit from that crazy ass Browns win.
I miss elote so bad. Mexican street corn.
Oh,
bro, I miss it so fucking bad.
Oh,
I don't know, man. My mom puts beans in the pastelillos too. It's a Puerto Rican like empanada.
Okay.
I can't. I mean, she makes them, but not having beans in it sucks.
Can you have like one bite of beans, or is the ship sail as soon as you have some skin?
So there's the potential for that. Yeah. So that's why I don't even risk it.
I feel that. I had colitis twice.
Oh shit, yeah. You know the fucking pain then.
Oh, dude, when I'm sitting there, bro, I put a chew in, and I'm drinking beer and whatever. I had a nice meal, and I sit down on the toilet, and then out of nowhere, my stomach just goes,
oh yeah,
and you just feel something drop, and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Dude.
And then you're in the worst pain of your life.
Oh, yeah.
I was praying on the toilet, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting there. I don't pray. I only pray when it gets worse. I was praying. I'm like, God, I don't know what I won't do anymore, but I swear to God, I won't do it. If you just let this pass.
Somebody help my butthole, please.
Look at the
Jesus.
toilet. It's just red, and you're like, help me,
yeah,
God.
dude, that's the worst, man. I had a fucking colonoscopy, or I had a colonoscopy done. That's where they found it, and then fucking I had an upper and lower GI done, so I pretty much got spit roasted on the fucking on the table. Get this, I was like 15 when that happened because I was shitting and puking blood, which is metal as fuck. But
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Did you get any photos?
No.
You gotta take those opportunities, bro.
I know, dude. But so
like what Mayhem did. You gotta take the photo. You gotta take the opportunity.
We're
when
gonna
it's
wear
there.
the shit as a necklace. It's gonna be our next album cover, just a fucking toilet bowl. No, dude. So I literally go get this done, and like they have a tube going down me. They put a tube up in me, then they blow a balloon up so you can't shit it out.
Oh!
And they're shooting barium in both ends. Dude, it's fucking terrible. And then the worst part about it was as soon as I lay down and like the nurse spreads my butt cheeks, she's like, "Oh, you're hairy," and I'm like, "Bitch, I'm fighting for my fucking life out here."
Thanks for the backhand, bitch.
Seriously, dude.
Wax me while I'm down there. If I get
No
it, if I
shit.
make it out of this, at least I'll be bald.
I mean, I do look like, when I'm naked, I do look like the goat boy from like Chronicles of Narnia. Yeah, it's just hair. Like, it's fucking terrible, dude. Just waiting for me to pull out a flute and start fucking going to town. Like, it's so shit, man.
Dude, it's such a sad thing for a guy to look at themselves naked and then just start thinking about what you look like. Because I've stood at myself. Like, I think I'm a pretty attractive man. And I look at the mirror when I'm butt naked, just standing there with no flex, no nothing. I'm like, I look like one of those fucking aliens off Men in Black, bro.
The little smart ass ones drinking coffee.
Just the gut, just the fucking gut, skinny as shit. Somehow it's only fat is on your stomach. You turn to the side and you're just like,
Bring me cigarettes or whatever the fuck they say. I mean, it could be worse, dude. Like, with clothes on, I feel like I look kind of like Silverback-ish.
yeah, you look
You know
tough
what I mean?
as
Like,
shit.
I look like I could probably lift some weights.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I take my shirt off, I'm like, oh, hi, bitch tits. Hi, hey, tit fuck. Like, I could pleasure a man.
The conversations in the mirror you have with yourself.
Oh, dude, I'm like holding my titties. I'm like, you fat bitch.
We don't do podcast comedy, stand-up comedy because we like really love ourselves, right?
Oh, no. No, not at all. It's because how bad we fucking hate ourselves, dude. That's 100% the truth.
Go to flex on it and be like, you're never going to beat anybody up now, you fucking pussy.
You need validation, you
Only
fucking
thing you
bitch.
can fucking curl is a 12-ounce beer, you fucking alcoholic.
You struggle to do that. You fucking pussy. No.
All right,
shit,
now that we got
man.
done fucking beating ourselves up.
Yeah, for sure.
Let everybody know where they can find you on socials because they're going to be watching for you a lot more with all the stuff you have going on.
Yeah, dude. I'm on Instagram, 36shoob, like 36 Mafia.
36
Right out
shoot.
3,
Nice.
number 6, Shoob. Mat Roca on Facebook, Matt with 1 T. I don't know why the fuck my dad wrote it that way, but, whatever.
Hey, it's unique.
Yeah, dude. That's really it. I'm really on Instagram and Facebook more than anything, but I do have TikTok as well. Again, 36shoob on
Hell
there.
yeah.
So.
Hell yeah,
dude.
Check him out. Make sure you guys are diving in with him. Make sure November 17th, today, as you guys are listening to this, you guys are coming to the comedy show. Buy the tickets. They're online still. There is talks if it sells out because it is over 50% capacity right now at this moment. There might be talks of a second show coming out there at 10 o'clock. So go ahead and dabble with that. And without further ado, let's let the devil come in real quick before we slide over to your headliner. You want to go on my mic? You got to come over here. You got to come over here.
Over to Travis.
All right, this is your signing out part. Then this is then gonna go into the main guy at the show. So what you're saying is then gonna jump into that. So just be ready for. Oh yeah. Here you go. Have fun.
Balls.
Alrighty, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the headliner of this event. This man is one of the funniest guys that we have come across, and he has a lot of things that are coming up soon in his schedule that you need to attend to because let me tell you what, they are bangers of events. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Bill Squire Round of
Hey,
applause,
I'm back.
Bill Squire, once
I'm
again
back.
for the 14th time on this
Yeah.
pod. Shout out.
I think third time officially.
Yeah,
Third,
no,
yeah.
you were the first.
Twice this year.
Yeah, twice this year. When it was,
And it's been about a year since the first one.
it was a really bad time coming down here after that one too, because holy shit, did you have a rough night?
That was a weird show, but whatever. It was fine. Like, it's funny that you think of that as like a rough night, like because I didn't even give a fuck. Like,
No, it was
just a weird show, but I'm used to that kind of stuff.
It was more of the aspect of learning as like you've taken us under your wing, kind of like showing us like comedy backstage and everything, and learning the what not to do is at certain times, and when there's a dog barking in the middle of the show, we've learned in a check mark not to do, and that situation.
Don't have dogs at your shows.
I can tell you personally that if a dog tries to walk into the doors when we do this today, as you're listening to this today, we will kick that dog out.
Yeah,
you're
There's gone, no dog. It's also funny because people think that, like going to a concert or something, you get wasted, you get you get boogered up, and comedy's not the same. Like you don't need to be fucking faded at a comedy show,
right?
You can just be like a little buzzed is actually better for a comedy show than being too drunk. Because you got to be able to follow along. There's a lot going on. So a nice light buzz is perfect for a comedy show. You don't need to get so belligerently drunk.
Right.
Like after the show. Oh yeah.
You and this top.
I know, man.
You and this top, we got problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned that when one of the shows that we went to, I was a little more buzzed than I wanted to be. And it was kind of one of those things where like halfway through the setup of the joke, I was like, fuck, what happened?
Yeah,
right.
Like, exactly.
No,
exactly.
I lost it.
Yeah, you lose and the same thing with being too high. There's a good amount of high to be for a comedy show, but then there's a too high because, and I've been this guy where I'm watching a comedy show and I'm out of my mind high and they'll say something and then my thoughts just go, I'm like, I'm just going to take it this way. And then I come back to try to see how this joke ends. I'm like, oh, that was 20 minutes ago.
It's one of those highs where you keep talking and you don't know that you're high. And you're like, oh, fuck, I'm high. 15 minutes later after you've gone too far down the road.
All right, are we doing this?
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. I was going to throw one of my Zenna Choo-Choos in, and Bill wants to dabble in this. So.
I don't really want to, but I will because I think it'll be good content.
Here, cheers.
Cheers.
So
you just put it in,
Just put it in, get a little wet, and then just tuck it in your up or down, wherever you're feeling comfortable.
All right. Well, it is flavorful.
Mm-hmm. Citrus.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look. Right,
You good? Did that work?
Yeah, there was a big once it started
Oh, you got that first Nick taste he had. When Nick did it first, he put it in, he swallowed, and he was like, "What the fuck is this?" Mm-hmm. He's like, "This was not the first taste that I had." No, I love these things. These things actually because from nicotine, from science, if I'm not mistaken, it helps you focus on stuff.
Right.
And so I used to chew tobacco. And I was so annoyed spitting into a cup, and so getting these was fucking a lifesaver. Because now I don't have to fucking walk around with two cups and spit in one and drink in the other. I look like a buffoon. But I want to chit chat with you about December 22nd, correct? December 22nd. Because last year you had, was it the Chris McQuanzica?
Yeah, so I've been doing the Chris McQuanzica thing at the Agora I've done it 3 times.
Uh-huh.
We did it 2018, 2019, and then brought it back last year. After, we couldn't do it pandemic years.
Right.
Oh, this is crazy. Why is it giving me the hiccups?
Oh, you get the Zen hiccups, yeah. You'll get the hiccups.
This might not have been a good idea for a podcast.
I've never seen somebody actually get the hiccups from it, though, but I heard it was a thing that people get hiccups from Zens. There's no shot that you got smoked with it immediately. Oh my god!
I don't do any nicotine at all, so this is like.
Oh, you're gonna get buzzed off your dick.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill's battling adversity.
I gotta spit it out because I can't do that and have a podcast. I need the. Why they get me so hard? That's gotta be a record on how fast someone's like, no, I can't do
Holy
this.
shit. A minute and 20 seconds in. Oh.
Now I gotta try and get rid of it.
I'm fucking crying right now. Holy shit.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god. You got it.
Okay,
You got it. You're supposed to tell yourself you're not a fish. That's what I was told. When you have the hiccups, you're supposed to say that you're not a fish.
I'm not a fish.
You get to believe that you were not a fish.
I know I'm not a fish.
You were not a fish. You were
not a
walking
fish.
on. You were walking on the land. You got this.
I'm walking up the land and I'm. Oh.
It's fucking hilarious. Oh my
It
god!
I can't believe how fast that is. Fucking wrecked me. Like
Oh, fuck.
I smoked cigarettes like maybe a dozen times in my entire life.
Really?
Like I never really fucked with nicotine and never really hit vapes or anything. So like, yeah, that got right in the system and just like, nope, we're not supposed to be doing this.
Dude, when's the last time you've had hiccups?
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Like
They're the worst fucking thing in the world.
they're so bad. Like hiccups are usually something I only get when I'm like real fucking up, like really drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't. It's been a long time, so now I'm not a fish. I believe it. I'm not a fish. I'm not underwater. I'm breathing air, and I know how to breathe air, and my body knows how to breathe air. So stop acting like we don't know how to breathe air. That's all we ever do. Like there's one thing that's been consistent my entire life. It's been breathing air right, and now my body's like, no, we don't know how to do it. We can't do it.
I had a
Fucking
buddy.
hiccups.
I had a buddy that was fucked up. We were drinking.
And then when you try to like trying to hold back a hiccup it's like trying not to nut. Like it only makes it go faster.
Oh fuck! Oh, this guy's down so bad right now. I love it. I didn't expect that. I expected you to get buzzed off your ass
Yeah.
and just be like, "Yo, this is crazy."
Yeah.
And you were that was maybe 20 seconds.
Yeah,
and
and
you
then-
you swallowed it. You go, "Oh, it's a good taste."
Yeah.
I got the hiccups.
Now I'm hiccuping like a cartoon character.
Oh fuck!
All right, I got the burp out.
Got it.
Maybe it's going
You
now.
got it.
No, I
You
don't think
got
I
it.
got it yet. Anyway, it started
Yeah.
the Christmas concert.
Yeah, get through this.
Yeah.
Have fun.
All right. Perfect for a podcast.
Hell yeah.
Hiccup.
Oh,
Right, the cough that did it.
everybody listening is either laughing or like, what
They're
the
like,
fuck
how-
is going
How
on?
long is this gonna go?
No, dude, we had
Right.
what Nick had the hiccups.
Yeah, I remember Nick having the
Nick
hiccup.
had the hiccups, and that was the funniest fucking thing because he tried everything for like 30 minutes. He couldn't get it out. Cody Ray, you remember why he got the hiccups?
No, I think you just had him.
I don't remember what it was. It was something to do with. Oh, it was. We took a shot of something.
Oh, that yeah.
We took a shot, and then after that, he had the hiccups, and it was because it was the fucking. Oh my god! It was the winter shit that we got.
What's the winter shit? Should we try?
Do
Maybe
we
that'll
have-
undo it.
It was the la. It was the la. Whatever that green bottle is. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because that was what's his face brought that for you guys?
Oh yeah, you're the guy you can't remember his fucking name. Cody ran the pod. Goes, yeah, the gentleman. Oh, you gotta edit this out. Fuck, I am having a mind blank. I can't remember his name
It's
right
Steve
now.
Steve Prince.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try.
You gonna try it? All right.
try it and see if this helps.
I actually kind of like that stuff.
Oh
This
yeah,
is-
Cody
this
Ray
is-
was a fan of it.
This is like crazy scotch, right? Like this is like
Yeah.
fancy ass scotch.
Is there solo cups down here at all? Do you know? Oh yeah. Look, we got it set up.
right.
Boom. There we go. Yeah, get it. Oh, there goes your mic. Oh, this
This is a shit show.
this is fucking hilarious.
Shit show.
Oh yeah, I mean I guess
I want to do a shot.
it didn't treat me well. I'll do a shot of something else.
Do whatever you want.
It treated me like poo poo.
I'm more of a tequila guy, so like
If you want, we can
No,
crack.
no,
No.
I'm-
Honor him. You know what?
we're trying to undo this, and I'm trying to do the opposite of Nick. So like this is what gave him hiccups. What if it just makes my hiccups worse?
Oh, did you? Then we're gonna run this for fucking 45 minutes of you just battling adversity. Just the episode's gonna be called Bill Squire's battling adversity the whole time. Give me a bottle, whatever bottle you want. Just give me a bottle. Just give me something, as long as it has something in it. Apple vodka? Yeah, yeah.
I might do a little of that afterwards because it seems like it'll probably be more palatable.
Boop. There we go. Hell yeah.
Love that sound, right? Isn't that the best sound in the world?
Hell yeah. Also, the pour of that sounds.
Yeah, it's a little gluggety.
It's a little fun.
All right, that's
Awesome.
a decent little boy.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna
Call a lot of things little boys.
Yeah, wait a minute. Are we drinking little boys here?
Yeah, it's like this you got a nice
All
little boy
right.
here.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's not bad at all.
Do you like that?
I don't love it, but it's not what I thought. It's really fucking smooth. Holy shit.
The aftertaste of it is what I love the most of
yeah.
it. Yeah, the aftertaste was
Good
the
job,
best part.
Steve Prince. That's good.
The beginning of it, I was like,
Yeah.
but then when I got past it,
It's like cleaner at first, and then you're like, okay, no, that's
forgot to
pretty
do
good.
that. Yeah, the first part of it, I was like, I don't think I want to, and that's what happened with Nick. Nick fucking like almost died as soon as that happened because he's
Right.
not. You've seen Nick when it comes to shots. You
Yeah.
bought us a shot at the end of the comedy, and we'll talk all about that. I can smell it on your breath.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It smells great.
It does. It's like Listerine whiskey.
Yeah, literally. We'll get into the comedy contest and everything also on this.
We had so
but
much to
look
talk
at what
about.
happened. Did you
It
know
worked.
it?
It
He
worked.
hasn't hiccuped.
It worked.
You weren't hiccuping dirt.
It gave me something to concentrate on.
Yeah.
Other than the hiccups, and I think that when all you're thinking about is the hiccups, they'll never go away.
Yeah.
And so like once you like just stop thinking about it,
Fuck yeah. So let's talk about Chris McQuanzica.
Chris
Let's talk about
McQuanzica.
that.
Okay. So Chris McQuanzica is like a showcase event. Like basically, I wanted to put together a winter show when I know comics are going to be home around the holidays from like out of town stuff, and so I'm like, who's going to be home? Put them all on the show. We'll have a good time, and so we did that for a couple years, and the pandemic hit, and then we brought it back last year. And last year, you guys came out, and it was fucking blast.
It was so
Mike
fun.
Polk Jr. is the funniest motherfucker.
That was great.
He's so good.
He's
so
great.
good. And the fact that he came out and just like played songs for his first like 10 minutes and like wasn't even, he's just like, these are just songs I want to sing.
Yeah.
And then did like the best bit about his dad trying to understand his non-binary grandchild.
That was great.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And the fact that he will go on stage like once a month and he's still better than most people that I've ever seen do it.
Yeah,
The dude's like naturally gifted, like I've never seen before.
I've never even heard of him prior to that, but that was
yeah.
also us like a year ago really getting a foot into comedy as a comedy podcast. We
Yeah.
didn't even step into that realm really.
Yeah.
And like I knew like the bigger like people that put specials out and everything, but I didn't know local stuff and everything of that nature.
Isn't it crazy like how many absolutely hilarious people there are?
It's great. I love it. And that's
Yeah.
what, like I would thank you for
Yeah.
helping us get into this world of it because like we would have never met Elijah. And
yeah, like
the connections
Elijah,
with Elijah.
Ryan, Noah Ryan.
Yeah, Noah Ryan,
He's
fucking
hysterical. Chris Harvey, like all these people that
Shout
have
out,
come
Chris.
through
Yeah.
here,
No,
like,
yeah,
are just so funny and all different. Than like nobody's doing the same thing. It's they all have their own style, their own way of being funny, and like they run the gamut of ages and race and like it's Sam Archul.
Yeah, Archul was great.
Oh, she's so funny.
Dude, that was awesome. We still have a handful of comedians that we're going to get from the comedy contest in general, but from getting into the realm, we've got so many fucking opportunities, and it's awesome. But did we ever talk to you about the aftermath, the after show?
No, we didn't really get into it. Well, I think we started to get into it last time, but we didn't really because we went to the after party at House of Blues.
Yep.
and you guys got the Airbnb, and you were hanging out with
Pound Cake.
Pound Cake. Yeah,
We were hanging with Pound
Yeah.
Cake because you sat us next to Pound, and we had no idea. And like, I'm always trying to be the nice guy, and so
Yeah.
we go up there, we're sitting there, and Pound's just sitting by himself, and we're like, hey, if you want to, hang out with us or whatever, because we got a crew, whatever. We
Yeah.
had no idea, and we're like, wait, and I look at Nick because of your episode. You
Yeah.
said like my friend would definitely, and I was like, wait a minute, and we immediately
Is that happening?
it was like 5 minutes in the meeting. Pound Cake, I was like, what do you think you saw? Do you think is this your type? And he's like, yeah, he's my type. And Nick's like, what's fucking happening right now? We went back to the Airbnb and shit, and we killed it for a second, and then we went to the House of Blues, and we've never been to this section as well. And so we walk in, we're knocking on the door, nobody opens the door, they're closed, they're pissed off that people are knocking on it.
Yeah.
They let us in, they go to the elevator. We go to the elevator, there's an older black gentleman in a fucking top hat just standing there like, business only. And we're like, okay. Pound just walks up to him as if it's nothing. Yeah. I'm with the guys, and like, we're not from a dangerous area or anything, but I'm looking at him. I'm like, if anything happens, guys, it's like you get fucking ready. I don't know what's happening. We're in an old ass elevator. Just get fucking ready for anything. We go up the elevator, and he's just standing there, and he goes, There's a reggae band on level 2 if you guys want some entertainment. Have a fun night. Doors open up. Pound walks out, and we're like, all right, you guys go left, I go right. we went different ways because we're like, we're just gonna operate and try and figure out what the fuck is going on. But upstairs was awesome.
Yeah.
And it was such a fun time.
Shout out to Larry Brazil because he's the dude that set that up.
Hell yeah! Shout out Larry. Oh yeah, Larry. We were trying to get connections with him with his gaming thing.
I'll
going on.
put
Yeah.
you in touch. Yeah, because
Hell yeah.
That dude's great. And I went and checked out the place he's got. One Life to Play.
Yeah.
It's this big gaming center. It's like an old like H.H. Gregg or something, and it's just different setups so you can play any game, any console, any of that stuff, and they just keep expanding it. It's so cool there, and that dude him and his partner just rule.
He said that there's a couple spots where it's like a VIP, like there's like a booth kind of deal, and he wants us to record some episodes in there. That was from last year when we were trying to discuss it.
Yeah,
He was
they're
still
like building
creating
like studios and stuff. Like it's legit.
Yeah,
It's
we want to get in there. We want to record a little bit,
Yeah.
and so like when we go up there, because we want to get on your show and everything.
Yeah.
And we talked about pounds and everything, and Stay Beautiful America, I believe. Is the
Oh,
name
yeah,
of it.
yeah, with
We
the
talked to
Sky
him.
Knicks.
Yeah, talk to him. Want to get on that and everything. So like when we go up to Cleveland for it, we're gonna have a whole fucking day of it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be. It's gonna be fun to be involved in that as well because we all like to play video games, and so going in there.
I got to figure out how, because I want to get you guys all on the podcast, but the studio setup that I have is tough to bring in like large groups, and but I want us like all there,
Right.
And I want Tommy and Pants there,
Yeah,
too.
100%.
So, like, we'll figure that out. Like I'll have I'll talk to some people, and we'll figure out how to set that up and have like one big massive like Bill Squire show. Boogered up orgy.
Right.
Yeah.
Just a massive orgy. Hell yeah. And I call pants.
Mm-hmm.
I call pants for sure. So to get into Chris McQuanzico, why we were talking about it, was you have a special going December 22nd at the Agora.
Yeah.
The thing you sent me that wasn't posted up at that time, it was the showcase of it and like how you were talking and like presenting that you were doing a special there.
Yeah.
That video was perfect.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you, man.
everything about that.
I love that, and I just did a show there with opening for Mark Normand, and he had it sold out, and like I want that feeling for it. So like we're about a third of the way to sold out, but like it's a lot of people. So anybody that's watching this, like, oh, I don't know, I should go. You should go because it's gonna be historic. I mean, it's a legendary venue. My hour is fucking tight. It's so good. Like it's very punchy and relatable and self-deprecating, the same kind of humor that I always have. But I feel like it's like the through line you've kind of heard.
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is.
You were working it out, I'd imagine,
Yeah.
doing it and such.
And so and from where it was then to where it is now is just like it's just streamlined, and it's I'm so excited to get up there and just like unleash this stuff, especially because there's jokes in there that I know are so like they walk that line.
Oh,
like,
I love that. Okay,
like
nice.
like oh man, if this goes wrong, or there's definitely people gonna see those jokes and be like, that's not okay to joke about, but yeah, I'm going.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
I love how, as a comedian, because we're having conversations with the comedians from the comedy contest and explaining specials and like asking them, when do you feel it's right to have a special? You just released a special last year.
Yeah.
And so now you're going with a special again this year. How hard is that the transition from having a special, going with new material, and then going with another thing? Going with a whole new hour.
It's really hard. It's really, really hard, but it gives you something to focus on, and it gives, like, for me, that's the fun of it, is writing new stuff and trying to get that new stuff. Like, I have a ton of material that I could just go up and do that material, and I'm gonna do fine. But that gets monotonous, and it takes some of the excitement from me away.
Okay.
So when I'm working on stuff, like, I have a process for it where I go, okay, I'm going to work on this 10 minutes and get that real tight. And then I'll fold that into a set of stuff that I know that works. And then kind of use that as the blueprint to start building out longer stuff. And then you gotta, this is all the different ways of tying it all together. Are you going to get the hiccups now?
You're good.
Okay.
I was hoping you could roll.
I can roll. But
my anxiety goes through the roof half the time when I'm doing this shit.
Oh,
and I'm
'cause you
like,
wanna make sure everything's
I'm
going.
like, did I start the Did
Yeah.
I start the camera? Did I
Nah,
not start the camera?
I totally get that.
Please keep going.
All right, so
Sorry
like
about
that whole process is like that's what I live for. Like, making money, getting fans, all that stuff is part of it, and that's like the business side. But the art side of it is creating new material that people will enjoy.
Yeah.
And that's where I get my fulfillment. And this is, if you're like a younger comic, or you're just an artist, or even doing podcasts, it's like you want people to see it and enjoy it, and you want viral clips, you want all that stuff. But the beauty of it is just creating it. Like,
Yeah.
that's where you should find fulfillment. Everything else is bonus, but the fulfillment comes from the creative aspect of it, like being a creative person and being able to try something and then go, oh, that didn't work, but if I do this, maybe it'll work. And then you make those adjustments and go, oh shit, that worked. And then you go, okay, what about this? This is a little bit risky. I'm going to try this, and maybe it works right away, maybe it doesn't. But like the editing, the creative process of it, that's what I live for.
Yeah, and I would imagine that it's kind of like watching yourself, like as a football player, go through with all the practices, making sure the certain plays that are particular to you. Of course, it's a team thing, but that one play, making sure that art all the way through for game time to come through and not just nail it.
Yeah.
And so for a year of practicing and going through with these open mics and going through with these shows, because how many shows do you think you go a week? Would you say?
So usually I'll do probably 4 to 5 a week.
Yeah, so 4 to 5 shows a week.
And
Practicing these,
and they're different shows too. And like, I think one thing that benefits me is also the thing that like it toughens me up and actually makes my material tighter. Is you see the difference, like in the comedy contest when you're hosting a show, the crowd is not warmed up. So when you're doing jokes in front of a crowd that's not warmed up, it is different than doing it to like when I go to on stage at the Agora, everybody's gonna be primed, ready to go. When you're doing a show for 25 people and you're the first one on stage, you got to hit them in the mouth and you got to get them, but you got to be funny, but you got to be likable. So it's this dance that I play, but it helps me develop this material, I think, faster than if it was just doing headlining sets, because I know if it can work as an opener, it's definitely going to work as a headliner.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and imagine, because you were, to get into the comedy contest, going up every time and watching you do these jokes that are funny. We watched them every week. You were doing like different variations of it and everything. And sometimes the groups were just comedians working, getting ready for their contest they were getting a part of. And there was times you're like, guys, you guys can like, hey, I know you guys are in a contest, but you guys can laugh. And it's
like, come on,
don't
give me something.
like, I'm trying to figure this work out here, and I'm watching you do it with these good jokes, and I'm just starting off at the beginning of the hour of it, and I'm watching you, in a sense, like quote unquote bomb, but you're not bombing for yourself.
No, it feels like you're bombing, but it's really you're just bringing the crowd into it.
Yeah,
and so like you kind of have to remind yourself of that too.
That's one of the things that, because we've been planning this comedy show thing that we're hosting now again today.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, go in there, Moonshine Comedy Club, get your tickets. They're still on sale. Hopefully they're not sold out yet. And if they are sold out, we're talking about maybe a second show.
We'll see.
We dropped it right here, but hey, we'll find out. But watching you go up with this, I was taking notes, and I'm like, okay, like, you're the host, even though you are yourself.
Yeah.
You're the host. You're doing these jokes, and people aren't reciprocating, but you're still taking your material. You're taking your punches, and you're saying, okay, what can I work with here? Yeah. Where did I get a pop, and how can I make that into a thing with a crowd where it's even going to hit harder?
Has anybody ever like ripped a fat fart on this show?
Oh, are you doing it right now?
I'm going to.
Oh, no.
Oh,
there it is.
It was a little fluffer.
Don't you fucking dare get up, because there is no air in this at all. This thing's gonna sit here. We've got hiccups and gas in the air.
Yeah, this is the bodily function episode.
No, I
think the nicotine has moved down to my butt.
You got to poop already? You had it for 4 seconds.
I don't got to poop. I had to fart. I was like, I'm gonna fart this fart.
No, and the comedy contest was really fun to be a part of.
So much fun. You guys, thank you so much for coming out every week and doing that, putting your life on the line.
Literally.
Are you like, that was Nick with you?
Yeah, that was the Nick week, yeah.
I kind of wish Cody Ray had been there for that week, just because I want, like,
he heard
Nick
about
was
it.
here.
He fucking heard about it.
You were... Were you in a tornado as a child? Like, you get really, really scared of bad weather.
So when one day we were leaving Toledo, we were from Dave and Buster's. It was raining, pouring down rain.
Yeah.
And we were heading off the exit. I had one beer, and I'll air it out here. It's been a couple years. Catch me if you can. I was heading down the exit. And as we were heading down the exit, we didn't know that a person was hydroplaning behind us. And I'm gassing it up to hit the exit.
Yeah.
I had no scare at all of just running in the rain kind of deal. Smokes me in the back. Big ass punch. Bow. Head hits the fucking seat. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck just happened? We spin. And I was just in an accident with my Trailblazer a couple months prior because of black ice. And I knew that feeling in that rotation as we were spinning on the highway. I'm like, oh fuck, we have no control. We're gonna have to stop sometime. Yeah. And I put my right arm over top of my wife because she was in the passenger seat, and I was just getting ready for a big bang, and then we hit head on straight into the median going 70 miles per hour.
Dude, that's the scariest shit in the world.
And we hit hard as fuck. We're facing the wrong way. Smoke is all over the place from the airbags, and I was massive in fishing at that time, so I probably had, this is not under exaggerate, I probably had at least 1,000 hooks in the back that just got thrown.
That's Final
over.
Destination.
No, 100%.
That's Final Destination.
And not
just hooks like flying around the car.
Yeah,
oh,
there was like 10 different fishing poles in the back, from the middle all the way going up. And this was the worst part, so the fishing hooks, nobody got hooked. Thank God nobody got hooked. But my aunt, I had a flat tire in like a couple months before that Christmas. I never put this can. She got to fix a flat can. I never had this in my car. I put that in my car maybe like 2 or 3 days before that. The fix a flat got penetrated by something. It opens up. It gets in my fucking eyes. So my eyes are burning. My eyes are on fire. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I can see shit. I don't know what's going on. Like, my eyes are tight because it hurts so bad. And, like, I look over at my wife. My wife is screaming. I'm trying to figure it out. I climb into the back. Don't give a fuck about the hooks because I think I'm pinched. I don't know what's going on. I can't open the door. I go out the back. My wife puts the car in park because I didn't put it in park. It was still fucking moving. I was focused on just getting the fuck out.
Yeah.
She puts it in park. Just opens the door. Opens the door out of the driver's seat because she was up against the wall. Yeah. Opens the door out the driver's seat. I come climbing out and shit. My fucking front bumper was across the highway. It's dark, pouring down rain. I'm in such shock. I'm walking back and forth on the highway to grab that shit. I'm dragging it back to the car. We had to call the cops, of course, and everything. Yeah. And the person that hit us, I like asked them. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" And they're like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was like, "Why did you hit it? What happened?" I had no idea. I was in total fucking shock. But ever since that accident, if it is raining and because of snow, because of the black ice, because of that accident, which wasn't bad, but like I can't trust it.
Yeah,
I can't trust it. Yeah. And the rain, pouring down rain.
So it's like legit PTSD.
Oh, I have legit PTSD.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was a thing. With the ice deal, like I kind of dealt with it a little bit. I was just scared to drive, but I was cool. With this rain bit,
Yeah.
I can't do it at all.
Yeah.
Fucking like the drive home was the worst experience I've ever had in my fucking life.
Like I was texting with you, but I didn't want to like distract you too much. But I was just like, I just need to make sure that you guys got home and that you were okay, because you were. I mean, for those of you guys that don't know, it was that crazy, like where we got like 25 inches of rain and like
unbelievable amount,
and it was flooding into
Yeah.
the bar.
Well,
When we had Noah
on, Noah was there for it. He was doing the performance there.
Yeah.
We talked about how much water. Like he just explained how it came across the wall. The wall then came towards.
It was like
the
a
stage.
Stephen King movie, man. It was
Yeah,
like the
it was-
Blob, like
If that
the
door
fog.
opened, we
Yeah.
were all gonna be drowned.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And so the as we were driving home, I want to thank you for sending me more into a fucked up zone.
I didn't mean to do that.
You fucked up so bad, and I love you for it. But he sends me a photo of. Hopefully, you guys didn't get this, and it was the exit 2 minutes from the venue that we were at. And it was flooded almost all the way to the fucking barrier. Cars are floating in the water. And like that's why we had to take such a detour. Nick was so mad about it. He goes, "Why the fuck are we so far down this way?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Dude, I don't know. I like the fact that we're on a 25 mile per hour road. We're not on a fucking highway."
Yeah.
And then as we hit the highway, you sent me that.
But that's what you missed, so that's good.
Yeah. So we didn't go swimming. Yeah. It was this, dude. It was when I saw. I was like, yo. I showed Nick, and like Nick's like, I'm driving, and I'm like, I know. Don't look at it. I'll show you later. But it was. That storm was so bad. There was hail at a moment.
Yeah.
There was, you couldn't see shit except downpour rain. There was a car in front of us in a ditch, and if I didn't see it from the lightning strike that happened, we would have hit that car because the lights were off on the car.
Yeah.
We ended up going over top of this bridge, and it was starting to hail. The rain was getting worse, and he's going like 50. I'm freaking the fuck out. And it started lightning. A tornado siren goes off. A fucking tornado siren goes off during this, and I look at Nick, and I go, I'm just telling you right now that if the lightning strikes, because it was lighting up the whole sky, and I see a tornado in there, I'm either going to die in my sleep because I'm going to pass the fuck out, or I'm going to wake up safe at home because I'm going to pass the fuck out. We were sitting at the table trying to figure out the winner, and I'm like,
I know. That's like I remember seeing you like so stressed out about this, and I was like, oh man, I hope he's okay. But you got through it, and you're fine.
No,
and
we made
like
it through.
I've been in like doing the road for 10 years, and like I was a road comic. Like I was driving everywhere, and I'd end up in places like Michigan and like the UP and Wisconsin and Minnesota, where you just keep going. Like that's what they like. And so I've driven through all sorts of blizzards and shit like that. So like rain is, when it's like that, it's scarier. But like driving through those blizzard conditions where you really can't see anything and you're just going like 25 down, and you're like, I just got to keep going. I just got to get through it. So like I know that anxiety, and I've been through it so many times, even times when I've got my family in the car.
yeah.
And that's when like dad mode happens, and you're like, all right, like there's no bigger measure of being a good dad than driving your family through a storm, like a winter storm, and just being like, they're all freaking out.
I have their
I
lives
have to
in
be
my
calm.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I have to
yeah.
be calm. And so I've done that, and I've seen my dad do that, and I was like, okay, I'm channeling Jim here, and I'm just gonna be the guy that can handle this.
Hell
because
yeah.
everybody else is freaking out. And then when you get there and like you can finally like have your moment to just be like, oh shit, I didn't know what I was doing. That was really scary. We could have all died. Like, but in the moment you're just like,
You park
I'm
the
gonna
car
go.
and go, I can't believe we made it, dude. Everybody goes, what? And I'm like, yeah, no, dude. I can't believe I drove through that.
And that's like that's one of those situations where like you got to be like, hey, no sound, no crying, no. Like you guys got to just
Nick gave me his
quiet.
Nick realized, and this was straight dad mode on
Yeah.
Nick. Nick was like, he realized that I was in like a peak. It was like maybe 45 minutes to an hour into the travel, and I've been dealing with this for 45 minutes to an hour, and then hail hit, and then the lightning and tornado sirens and everything. He hands me his phone. He grabs his phone real quick, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Gets on his phone real quick, goes on fantasy, and goes, "Hey man," he knows that I love fantasy, I love football, and he goes, "Hey, I need to make some waiver moves. Can you show me like who you would drop from my team and who you would pick up? Because I really and I'm looking, and I'm trying to scroll, but I'm like looking up, because I can't not look at it.
Yeah.
I have to pay attention because if I don't know, then it's gonna scare me even more. I see Patrick Mahomes. That's all I saw, and I'm like, look, I had his phone for like 5 minutes, just staring like this, just like. Nick, you got to take it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And he goes, I tried to help you, man. I don't know what to do now.
But he did. He tried. I love it. Big ups to Nick for having that dad moment with you.
And driving.
Yeah.
Flat out fucking driving. Because if it wasn't that, I was like, yo, we're staying in the bar. I'm not leaving this fucking place.
Right.
Dude.
We just live here now.
I was cold I was raining so hard. I was cold the whole fucking show because I was soaked.
You were soaked because just walking into the bar, you guys got all soaked because so that bar East End where we do that, it used to be the easiest place to park, but when COVID happened, all those apartments over there all filled up because they're like cheap to live in,
Right.
And so like that area, which was like kind of populated, got really heavily populated over there, and it is almost it's like. Every week when I go to that show, I'm like, you know what? If I can't find a place to park, I'm just gonna cancel the show.
There was times where because we always made it to where it was like right at the nick of time because we were doing our pod beforehand and such. And we'd always try and find out the time measures and we could never do it. And so when we would get there, we'd have like 3 or 4 minutes and we're like, okay, 3 or 4 minutes. We're just going to park and go. And we're like going up the whole side road. And we're like, nope. All right. Got to hit the next side road. The whole side road. We're going to the second level of it.
Yeah.
And then we would take it. We ended up parking, if I'm not mistaken, we parked on the second part of that night.
Yeah.
So we had to run. And it was,
And it was that downpour.
my whole foot went straight in the water, and I was like, bro, this. And like Nick, the whole time we're running, Nick's like, I don't know why the fuck we're doing this. Fuck this. We should have fucking canceled. He could have measured this on his own. He knows comedy. And I'm like, it's fine, Nick. It's fine. It's fine.
It gives it character, and it may it's.
Oh, he
was. I appreciate it.
We
I
were
appreciate
fucking
it.
drenched.
Yeah.
But no. So, okay. So as it's getting closer to the end of time, we're still going to do the same old here. And I want to ask you a question.
All right. I got a question for you too.
The Kraken question is exactly what I was going to get to. So if you got the question, you already know how this rolls. People listening know how this rolls. What is your Kraken question to the goon?
All right. My Kraken question this week is I watched a lot of scary movies through like Halloween and stuff. I don't usually watch them. But I watched
Good on you.
Hereditary.
Okay.
Did you ever see that?
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay. So if you had an experience like that where you are seeing that there is evidence of life on the like some sort of entity on the other side and you figure out what it is, like the lady that was kind of like the conduit.
Okay. Yeah.
Are
okay.
you going to be like, I'm going to be afraid of this and try and get away from it? Or are you going to be like, all right, evil spirit, I'm on your side now?
I'm 100% evil spirit. I'm on your side now. I'm not. I hope you understand. Every time that happens, where they're in a situation where it's like through the family tree and everything, like you can't escape. It's gone down your centuries and everything. At that moment when they were trying to like be the hero part in this, like I get it was a movie, but if this isn't a fucking movie, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I need to defeat what has happened in my generations, where like there's witchcraft and shit going down my family line. There's all this stuff. You know what? I'm gonna make it worse because I'm not gonna live in pain. Like the people behind me, hey, I apologize to what is gonna happen to you, but I know that I live my life without this pain. I know I got fixed. I am no fucking kids. So I know if in this situation, I'm the devil, bro. Fuck anything else. I'm not dealing with that.
I'm kind of with you because there's also like, if you're looking at it from like a good versus evil, like you really don't know. Like, what if that is just what there is? Like, there's just some weird, creepy entity that is trying to get back and build some sort of devilish cult. Well, I'm not the one that can stop
playing,
it.
I'm not playing games like
It didn't seem like in that movie. It didn't seem like there's a good version. Like there was no hero spirit.
Right.
There's no like God's not intervening.
Yeah.
And being like, I'll stop this.
Right,
Or like
no,
through
no.
faith you can stop this. And in that situation, you got to just be like, I'm with you. I'll be like, I guess I'm evil now.
Yeah, it's like it's in your genetics at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Like this shit's gone down centuries to where I watched this. I watched it one time. I was at the drive-in and we watched. It was a movie about a bunch of women that were breaking into a fucking bank and something, whatever. It was like Ocean 11 or some shit, whatever the fuck it was.
Ocean's 8.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And it was that movie and then Hereditary. The wife wanted to watch that. I wanted to watch Hereditary. So we're in my Trailblazer at the time, or it was Equinox, whatever. We were sitting there. Speakers are going off. It's fucking loud as shit in the drive-in. And she falls asleep. I'm watching Hereditary by myself from the get-go. So like when the head gets popped off from that telephone pole,
dude.
I'm sitting here like, what the fuck did I get myself into? At the end of that, we woke up. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. We woke up and Kayla's like, all right, I'm going to take a nap on the way home. I was like, the fuck you ain't. You better wake the fuck up. I was like, that movie fucked me up, bro. That had some mindset stuff that was played out perfectly to where you could leave and thinking to yourself, Grandpa was a little weird, wasn't he? Like, do you think that Grandpa maybe? No, Grandpa did, but maybe
Grandpa wasn't hereditary.
like that was. He's not gonna make demons go into my life for centuries all the way down, like that kind of deal. That movie. Is that your favorite movie in Halloween, or like in your Halloween era that you had?
Well, that's just the one that fucked me up the most.
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
I just watched it a few months ago. I think I watched it like the end of September, early October. And I hadn't seen it. Like, it's been out for a while, and I watched it, and like I watched a bunch of other ones, but that's the one that like gave me nightmares. Like I have nightmares, but like I had nightmares, and like I was like I don't think I would resist it. I'd just be like, hey, you're trying to contact me? What do you need me to do?
Yeah.
What do you need me to do?
I
want to make this as painless as possible. I don't want to be floating around sawing my head off. Like,
right. Yeah, I don't want to headbutt the desk and break. Did you know that scene actually? I love the movie already as it is because I love the not already set up stereotype kind of deal. Like if you go outside the box and you try and create something, I love when they do that.
Yeah.
But the way that they structured the movie already, like it was kind of like the Paranormal Activity when Paranormal Activity first came out.
Yeah.
It was like you were like, oh fuck, like it's real time deal watching people.
Yeah.
Did you know that in that movie, the guy that was headbutting the desk, did you know he actually broke his nose?
Oh, really?
He actually broke his nose on the desk. Like that was full blown. That wasn't like
That
he
was real. Yeah.
Shattered it. That's why he was in an actual like thing the whole time,
Yeah.
and like it would have been for the movie. But
But it works. Yeah.
he broke the fuck out of his nose on that desk.
Well, yeah, that's.
The actor's phenomenal. There's another movie that he's a part of that like it's kind of in the same realm where you take the generic stereotype of a horror movie and you go completely outside the box. Like everybody,
Well, you take the tropes and you heighten them.
Yeah.
And so you take something that like we've seen possession movies or haunting movies and stuff like that before, but you take that and you go, okay, but what could make this
what can stick with people?
Yeah, what's gonna stick with people? What's gonna be visceral? And it doesn't have to be a monster. It doesn't have to be a thing, but like a moment like that where you are not in control of your own body, and with the ongoing conversation of mental health and you see people have those kind of breakdowns. That's what makes it so scary. Is I think we all know people that have had breaks like that. I mean, I've tried to smash a fucking rocks glass on my head once when I was in a bad state.
Oh yeah.
Like it's you be like, oh, that it's not a demon, but there's something in me that can go that wrong, and I just want to hurt myself.
I can't remember the name of the movie, but the guy that broke his nose on the desk. I love his acting in horror movies. He also did a movie, and I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to. They're on a beach, and it's always been a weird.
Is it old?
No. It just came out like a year or two ago.
Okay.
He's on a beach, and I've always had this thought process where like it could be a real thing, but they're on a beach, and I don't know if it's the water, if it's the sand, if it's just the area that they're in, but they age fast.
Yeah, that's old.
It's
called
old. Oh,
Yeah,
it's old. I thought you meant it was an old movie.
No, the movie's called Old.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie. Yeah,
All right, you should watch that movie because it's an M. Night Shyamalan who did like Sixth Sense and stuff, and it doesn't
that doesn't hit.
It does. Like
I
there's
can see your face. You're not happy about it.
There's moments like I liked it. Not a lot of people didn't, but like there's moments where it's like absolutely terrifying and scary, and like he does a great job. Again, I think he is a good actor. And I think that's an underrated genre because of how selling being terrified is really hard. And so when you get an actor that does it well, it really brings you into the moment. And it seems like Hollywood only wants to reward people for like being stoic,
Right.
like Oppenheimer.
Here we go. I still haven't finished the fucking movie.
But so with Oppenheimer, it's just a lot of like, you just see his face going like he's contemplative, and he's like, and that's just like that's supposed to be better acting than somebody that is terrified, and I just don't agree.
You
with
weren't
much.
a fan of There was a couple people that were big that had ill emotions on Oppenheimer, and there was a lot
of people that loved it. Yeah.
A lot of people loved it. But we do have to get Boot Scooting out of here. We got some shit we got to get taken care of. Basically, we're watching football. We're having a little watch football party here, and we might go live. Who knows? You might see us today. Let them know where they can find you on socials and such.
At Bill Squire on all socials, at the Bill Squire on TikTok. But even if you just put in Bill Squire, it's all there. And then BillSquire.com to get tickets to my comedy special taping and the show in Fremont. It's got all my dates up there at my website. And give me a follow.
Hell yes. Guys, today is the day, November 17th. We are having the very first Boogered Up presented comedy show at the Moonshine Comedy Club. I am hosting. Mat Roca, that you heard earlier, is the middle act, and Bill Squire is the headliner. He will be working. I'd imagine you're working some of your special stuff out.
I'm running the whole thing.
Running the whole thing.
Yeah.
So go there, listen to it there, and then go to the Agora, listen to it there, enjoy it, have a great time. Guys, don't do anything that we wouldn't do this weekend. We will catch you guys on Saturday for Boogered Bets. Have a good time. Peace.